that our people gather to celebrate our heritage and to encourage the outlook on life that is made possible to us through higher education is a time of glory and hope. Today we gather here to celebrate the educational achievements of America's dreamers, the immigrant students. Let's give them a hand. It would be wrong of me not to begin this address without first thanking the people who are here sacrificing and making a statement for all of the people that follow. I'd like to thank the student fasters, the student advocates for higher education from San Jose State, the San Jose community supporters of the fasters, Chirla, and the local supporters here in San Francisco encouraging our actions. I wish to acknowledge the hope, the faith, the constancy with which each of you has made it to this point of your young lives. My deepest admiration to all of you. It is my honor to be here today. We are gathered here today also to acknowledge that despite the dreams and hard work toward higher education, some of you, our youth, have no way to officially contribute in your given professions by an accident of history and geography. Over the course of the American history, or the history of the United States, immigrants have played important roles in the development of a land of opportunity, often bypassing their own dreams and aspirations for the benefits of the greater good. Since the passage of the Immigration Reform and Control Act of 1986, no major immigration reform has been enacted on a federal level. Yet an important legislation which began in the state of Texas in 1981, Plyler v. Doe, put on record the presence and issues faced by immigrant children in public education. The courts ruled that the children of immigrants, despite their status, had to be educated. It became the law of the land and established an education code. Since the 1980s, this legislation has expanded to address the pursuit of higher education. In 2002, California's educational code was revised, indicating that children raised in the United States who had been educated in California high schools had the right to attend college and university as residents. The legislation followed years of frustration encompassed previously in the famous Leticia A case, which took Plyler to college. I want to let you know that you people here graduating today are the most important treasure of our community. Youth and children, people who pursue higher education, such as yourselves, do so while being constantly under attack with a variety of legislative initiatives. You also face the reality that as immigrant students, you have faced challenges at the national sovereignty level in a manner that you would not have planned. It is possible with AB 540 in our state to continue your educational aspirations, but it's the DREAM Act which will move you 1 inch closer to being able to fulfill your professional dreams. It is important that you have chosen to be active in this celebration that ends with your accomplishments in today's events. An end that is only symbolic, because we have a duty to continue the struggle and to engage in our quest to achieve liberation through education. It is you today, dear youth, children and youth, who are here standing before us, taking the lead for those who follow you. It's never for yourselves, but for those who will follow tomorrow. You are here with your own éxito escolar, through your own successes, but the dream of your parents. You are indeed the people who represent the recipients of hope, of constancy, and of faith. Let it be pronounced that faith and hope matter and that the DREAM Act shall pass.
So the problem was that once I was there, I couldn't qualify for AB 540, so they forced me to pay foreign tuition, which was like $13,000 per semester. I couldn't obviously afford that, so after the first semester, I have to quit. I was treated as a foreign even though I was working full-time, paying taxes. and contributing to this country with all my work and all my energy. But if the Dream passes, I believe, the Dream Act passes, I believe people in the United States would actually, like I said before, it meant that people in the United States acknowledge the importance of the higher education of people who come here with ganas, with desires of superation, like desire of salir adelante. So, gracias.